You guys. So this was done, this was filmed, and here we go. So we just load it up. And the first thing I think, okay, we're in white, so we're on the left, so that worked. And Birmingham Southern is the other team, and they're in black. So you figure out, what side are we defending? Are we on the left side, or are we on the right side? And I could switch it here in the middle if I needed to switch it. So it's a two-team analysis. So we play, and what's going to happen? Well, Birmingham Southern is going to kick the ball off. Oh, sorry, we are. Okay. And there's my film guy with his finger on the camera, so he didn't pay attention during his education, but that's okay. We'll talk about him later. So that's it. In the beginning, it's just the keyboard, Z and X. So the white team has the ball. That's Oglethorpe. And I just let it run. Just let it run. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is beginning level. Just getting comfortable with possession analysis. And if I'm really good enough, I'll say that was a shot and it was off target. And you know what? I can be really late because it's going to drop back 5 to 7 seconds anyway. So I don't have to be nervous. I don't have to be right on time. And now I press space bar, and that chance, that off target, turns into goal kick. I press goal kick for Birmingham Southern, and there we go. Now, if I'm really confident, I can press goalkeeper. And now I link the action to the goalkeeper. Gave him credit for the goal kick. And we win the ball. So now I switch it. Now I get a little more confident. I kind of know where my buttons are, and I'm going to call that direct play, so I just click it. Oh. I switch it, and they had a counterattack. And the forward was involved. So, I've went from maybe one game analysis. This would be like my third game. I'm getting pretty comfortable with these buttons. I kind of know where the things are. And I'm thinking a lot about, my philosophy as a coach and what it is I want to see, And that was a great chance. And when we talk about the real analysis, we can even mark shot positions. We can draw passes. We can link that direct play to something like that. We can click play out of the back. We can give the back line credit for doing it. We can wait and see. And now it's synthesizing. What's important in this situation? It's not tagging everything. I'm waiting. Is this something I need to show the players? Are we going to have success? So when you do the live analysis, it's really interesting because that's what you're doing. And that was direct play, and that's not bad from the keeper because I don't think he had another option. But that's something we weren't going to continue to talk about, the keeper's role with the back line and the midfield line. And now we're getting counted on, and I go back, and that's a coaching point. I got to show my team that because I wasn't very good. They lost the ball too easy. So there it is. So here we go. Well, now I'm in playback, and look at this. I have some edits, and I can go and add more information to it. So what I couldn't do in the kickoff, in capture, now I can add more in playback. I can even draw that pass. Now you're just adding more, and then I'm choosing my team. So by looking at my team, I can add more, and I got that shot off target, and now I can give the midfielder, he's a midfielder, credit for doing it. That's Sean King. So I can add it to a player. So there you go. So that's that, and of course you have the other team too. You have Birmingham Southern, and you have their edits as well. So by looking at what they did, this was a forward countering. Now I have my defense. I have my back line there. I have the back line starting positions. So really in the capture mode, you're thinking, you're thinking about what it is you want to get back. But if you keep it simple and you just, the possession, get the chances, get maybe one or two things that you're looking for, maybe it's switching point of attack, maybe it's diagonal ball, you've actually got a lot more than you thought. So the next step then, okay, I've got some stuff. Now, the storyboard of the game. Now, this is the key. This is where I think we need a lot of education because, the game is a big story, but it repeats itself all the time. And as a coach, that's what we're looking for. What are those repeated moments that are important to what I'm trying to deliver as a coach, okay? And can I find those? And can I make groups of clips for those? Can I group those together? I didn't do a lot of analysis of this game, but already, I can take a look just from that shot off target. That could be a group of clips that's going to tell me a lot. And if I go C, 1 second back, that's how easy the editing is. I for a new endpoint. And here we go, Now we're talking, this is good. This is kind of what we've been working on. I go back a little farther. Okay, there's that diagonal ball. Wasn't so successful. But what did we do in our philosophy? We put the ball down. We kept possession. We didn't panic. and we found the width. We built up the right back. Okay, donkey touch. All right, but he recovered. Don't hammer him too much. And there we go. So, you know, that in itself, just in that sequence, if I have 2, 3 more of those, I've got what we're working on. So really the whole game, it's a big book, but it's what is it specifically I need to show. So that one clip, you know, and obviously I'd probably have more, I can save it, I can name it, and maybe that, you know, the name of that clip could have been something completely different from what I tagged it as. Build up play, ATT third, something like that, whatever. And there it is. So the players come in, and here we go, and okay, guys, we're talking about build-up play. We're talking about, you know, maybe playing direct and putting the ball down and being calm in the attacking third, and there it is. So, you know, maybe I had 3 or 4 or 5 more clips in the group because the game is going to go on. Then I press it, and that's it. Now, I'll have to have all these games on my computer. Now, this is compressing the video files. It's making it smaller, so it's about 5 gigabyte per game. I've got about 30 games in the computer, and I've got 20 or so in the hard drive. And as long as the hard drive has the same folder name as what's in the computer, it's going to read it. So this is actually coming from the external hard drive. So here we go. This is Mr. Constantine's points. He was looking at attacking coaching points. And you can see the number of clips. There's about 8. And that's about what you want, you know. 15, 20 clips in a group. Now it's kind of gone on and on and on and on. It's special projects and highlights. A lot of the coaches use this feature called projects because, you know, it's game analysis, and it's like, well, you know, I want to show a corner from a game we played in September. Then, you know, I want to show that goal from that game we played last week, and that was early October. Oh, yeah, you know, we had this or we had that. So with the project side, you can make what I made here. I made a little thing on halftime video review and film angles. So these are multiple games. So I pick what I want on this side, which could be something from Cyprus, so I can go through all my games in the database over here, and I can pick a clip and I bring it over to the other side, and now I've got something really unique. I've got a special project of clips. Also, that's creating highlights, isn't it? Because, you know, there you go. I need to see the goals. I need to see the great chances, not of one game, but from all the games, or from specific games. So that's what this is, and you know, and you need to go in and get rid of stuff. But here we go. You know, here's something. Champions League. I think this was, looks like Man United and Real Madrid. So that's what I would be doing as you saw in capture mode. I'm tagging that live. Okay, Man U has the ball. Oh, that's a counterattack. Oh, okay, a turnover, switching possession, and there you go. And these are the tags I made for that particular game. So that's also great, you know, and it's great for education. Sharing video. Can you email clips? Yes, you can. YouTube, Facebook, and social media, well, you create the groups you want. You know, you make that group of clips, like, you know, Steven's attacking coaching points. I create it. It's a file. I go to YouTube. I make a YouTube channel, or I sign up for the thing, and then I upload it, and there it is. It's on YouTube. Facebook, same thing. There it is. And you can make your own channel, as I've done, too. And the last thing, I talked about this in the beginning of the presentation, iPad. Can I take this iPad and do video analysis? Yes and no. I mean, you can film a game. You can click around a little bit, but how are you going to transfer that game? How are you going to do anything live? How are you going to take that camera and put it into an iPad? Now we're talking some tricky stuff. You can do it. It's going to be tricky, and you've got about 16 gig of memory. Each game is 5 gigabytes, so you're 3 games in. I've got 30 and 30. I've got 70 games right there ready to go. And it is the whole game, because it's the whole game, but it's the analysis over the game. So there are some positive things about these new smart devices, the iPhone, the tablets, the iPad, but it's, again, the hard drive space and the port limitations. But it's a good starting point, absolutely. That's the beginning. And also the linking to the net back and forth. I try to stay away from the net. That's why I like this system. There's no internet. The internet is download, and there we go. I'm in my computer, and I'm ready for any locker room, any hotel. Maybe we don't have internet. I don't need internet. I'm ready to go. It's the projector and the laptop.